here, Zilong talking about being a simple farm girl who can swing a pitchfork. That references the first time that Zilong is introduced in the actual novel. His introduction of the novel is that Bogui is running from a losing battle, and he's being pursued by enemy horsemen. And Zilong has laid a one-man ambush, where he's gotten his horse to lay down, climbed into the saddle of the laying horse, and covered himself in cut hay. So, after Bogui rides past, he and his horse leap out of the hay and attack Bogui's pursuers. So that's just referencing that. Ooh, a little strife and drama, as much strife and drama as we put into this parody. Like I said, this is character development, getting everybody's personality straightened out. Save if we want to. For those of you who haven't followed through the development cycle, follow us on Twitter or such, and some of our posts about it. The save feature of this game took us about a week and a half to figure out. There were some bugs in it. And it just... At one point we thought that we might not even be able to release the game at all because of all of the inability to save kind of kicks this game in the balls with all of the exposition we wrote into it. Here you've got your fighting tutorial, and since it's a parody, we went ahead and broke the fourth wall, and Bogui asked, you still remember how to fight? And, yes, fighting tutorial, or we'll go ahead and
yeah, okay. Give me a quick refresher course.
That's that's one of our voice actors, R.J. O'Connell, playing Xuan Day. Doing a really good job. Everyone we hired, really good. Really proud of them. This was actually one of the last battlers we had made by our battler artist, Rich Grayson. I basically told him, imagine you're just a lowly soldier fighting against, one of the heroes of the land, Xuan Day, who helped to defeat the Yellow Rebellion. And I said, just kind of go with that. And this is what he gave us, and it's awesome. So see if we can knock him around a little bit. Xuan Day has 2 special abilities because he's level 2. The first was Imperial Blessing. It's the only healing spell in the game, and it's called Imperial Blessing. The name behind, the idea behind that name is because he's a member of the Imperial Clan. Fate Strike is another Koei reference. In a lot of the older games, Xuan Day's swords were called the Swords of Fate. So, that's an old reference to that. And for Whom the Bell Tolls, we get our first round. Ladies and gentlemen, farmers and gentry, princes and potters, Barbarian Confederacy, just the first stage of battles. More exposition and dialogue. Blah, 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 blah. So here we get a little more information. And, the first battle is against Wu Tugu. In the developer stuff that we've put up on the site, I talk about the names, and I talked a little bit before. For instance, Xuande is just one of the many names of the man Liu Bei. Liu Bei, or Liu Xuande, or Jiaoye, Xu Huangdi. We decided to simplify everything and go with each character's Z, or common name, or courtesy name, as sometimes it's called. But a lot of the characters of the Barbarian Confederacy, based on the Mon tribes that appear later on in the novel, they weren't really Han Chinese. They were largely, they were kind of in what would now be, you know, Thailand, Laos, Tibet, Nepal, I don't know, areas like that. So they're not quite like true Chinese, particularly at this time, so they don't have a lot of the Chinese customs, particularly of courtesy names, at least not that was recorded. So we decided to just take their names and combine them into a single name. For instance, Wu Tugu is based off of Wu Tugu, one of the Mon kings that fights alongside Meng Huo. So that's why you see all of them are Wu Tugu, Meng Huo, and Churo, instead of having fancy names like everybody else. Let's go ahead and throw Yide in here.
You won't be disappointed, brother.
And that's R.J. O'Connell as well, playing Yide. He did both Xuande and Yide for us. I will destroy whatever petty ants dare to fight me. And unfortunately, that's me. Wu Tugu was his design, which he was one of the first to be made. He was kind of based partly off of Koei's version of... Oops, forgot how to play my own game. Koei's version of both Wu Tugu and I believe Jinhuan Sanjie. He's kind of a mix of several Mon characters from the RTK games and RTK story. We just decided, rather than parody a single one, we'd throw them all together. And they're, when a character's defeated, you get the crowd going, oh! That was something we threw in pretty late in development that I just was amused by, so we decided to keep it. If you'll notice, all the enemies' names are in orange, and your own allies are in green. By the way, if you'll pay attention to some of the crowd looking on as you're fighting in here, up in the top, there's a guy in the top, second from the right, there's a guy in green. Pay attention to him. Down on the bottom left, right at the corner, pay attention to her. And then on the other side of the blonde beside her, kind of keep an eye on him too. Those three move around a little bit as the game progresses.
Done already? Shucks. I was almost warmed up.
That's RJ. And then on to the next fighter, King Meng Huo. Like I said, single names. We'll go ahead and throw Zilong at him. This should be fun.
I will not fail you.
So that's one of our other VAs, Kimberly Campbell. She did Zilong for us.
I better get in here and take care of this myself.
Meng Huo was played by Patrick Walker. Unsurprisingly, there weren't a whole lot of people who auditioned for Meng Huo, but Patrick did a really good job. We were happy with it. Zilong, however, being one of the few roles for women, we had a lot of people who auditioned for her, and a lot of them were really good, but we just decided to go with Kimberly's because she had this mixture of like fierce attitude with this sense of like self-disappointment that she was able to get through, and just this cute naivety that we decided, yeah, that really fits with the personality that we're writing Zilong for. Join us again next time as we continue to discuss Dynasty Heroes. If you're interested in playing the game, as mentioned, Nick3 Entertainment is releasing this game for free at dickjutsu.com. Thanks for coming, and thanks for playing along.